If you have concretized your boundaries, this is me, then with this you'll always have a problem. So it is you versus the universe, actually. You versus the universe is a bad competition to get into. Hello? If it's a man, it's one kind of problem, if it's a woman, another kind of problem, it's an animal, other kind of problem. No, you don't compete with the universe. So we found a way called yoga. Yoga means union.
There is no such thing as extrovert or introvert. Do not classify people like that. Some people see that they need to act and reach out. It's like mistaking your exhalation for inhalation and inhalation for exhalation. Do not fix it, because what you're calling as human life is a possibility. To make this possibility into your reality, you have to travel a distance. It doesn't matter what is your level of intelligence, what is your level of capability, introvert, extrovert, this, that, doesn't matter. How simple an act you're doing right now, it doesn't matter. If you're absolutely devoted to that you're doing right now, depending upon various aspects, things will unfold. Are you really alive? Or just a bundle of thoughts, emotions, ideas, prejudices, opinions? Most people are just this. Do you have the courage and commitment to make the possibility into your reality? That's all the question is. We've become too goal-oriented. Goal-oriented means we are interested in the consequence, but we are not interested in the process. Without devotion, either in sport, art, music, spirituality, politics, business, anything, any arena of life, has anybody done anything truly significant without being absolutely devoted to what they're doing? Nothing came out of your focus, I don't care. But I want to see you focused on something. You know what the finish line is? We'll be negotiating where to bury you.
While responding to a question, Sadhguru puts light on how you can become socially inclusive by adopting this simple practice. He also describes the role of competition in social exclusion.
The first question is given by Prashant Narayan. I feel very anxious to open up with people whenever I meet someone. I feel uncomfortable and I just run away. Is it some mental issue, or I don't fit in the society? What do I do?
So, you're overly anxious about meeting people, interacting with people. You have heard of a word called yoga. When I say yoga, you're immediately thinking of twisting yourself? No. The word yoga means union. Union means, see, in your perception of life, there is you and there is the world. So it is you versus the universe, actually. You versus the universe is a bad competition to get into. Hello? You have any chance of winning this? You get into competition with the universe. Is there a chance to win this competition? No, you don't compete with the universe. You need to do little bit of yoga, otherwise your mind will get twisted out with all kinds of ideas, emotions and opinions. If you open it up a little bit, if you obliterate your boundaries of your individuality, it's very easy. So we found a way called yoga. Yoga means union. That means consciously you obliterate the boundaries of your individuality, so there is no such thing as you and universe, it feels like one. Because when you sit here, you see this person as a part of yourself, you have no nonsense about this one. Whether it's a man or a woman or a child or an animal, you have no problem. With everything you will communicate absolutely because you have opened up your boundaries. If you have concretized your boundaries, this is me, then with this you'll always have a problem. If it's a man, it's one kind of problem, if it's a woman, another kind of problem, it's an animal, other kind of problem. It's a cobra test. I'm putting some people through cobra test just to check if they're really at ease. I will tell you, this may sound… I've been telling people, whether you are at complete ease with life or not, how to find out, somebody asked me recently, I said, we can give you a cobra test. Cobra test means, right from my childhood, I've been in the jungles of Western Ghats. In the wild, many of these animals, particularly if they're venomous, their way of perceiving life is through the chemistry. They're looking at your chemistry. If you show a little bit of anxiety, they will go for you, otherwise they won't. So if you can just pick up a cobra like this, not by holding it by its head and all that, simply like this, and if he's not disturbed, that means you're at ease. If he goes for you, you are not at ease. In the jungle, by yourself, and food. So people always wondered, how does he survive for weeks? Well, I drank up a lot of honey. Honey, beehives are there. Beehives are always built on that branch of the tree where a bear cannot get. Western Ghats is full of sloth bears. They will go there and drink up the honey. So the bees will build it in such a branch where if the bear goes there, the branch will break because of its weight. So now I slowly creep up. I always kept a little extra tube on my petrol tube in my motorcycle, just 14 to 18 inches long plastic tube. I will go stick it into the hive and just drink up half a liter to 1 liter of honey. Just keeps me going for the day. But the bees think I'm just one more big bee. If you show little anxiety, they will bite you. If 8, 10 of them bite you in your face, you will suffocate to death. If they bite you inside your mouth, even one will do, it'll kill you. But I always drank honey and I survived. They never ever bit me because they're looking at your chemistry. I can go and pick up a cobra anytime, he just comes to me.
Seemingly alive.
Huh?
Seemingly alive, all of them.
Of course, she's asking if they're alive. Is there any picture? Is there a king cobra picture? See, when I lived in jungles by myself, no outside support, the only technological equipment I have is a HMT watch, okay? And no phone, no torch, no nothing. So it's time you work upon bringing yourself to ease, not just with other people, just with life. The life that you are must be at ease. If you are not at ease, you will never realize your full potential. Above all, see, in every human being, there is a certain genius. But 99% of the people live and die without ever opening up the genius within themselves. If it has to open up, if the true potential within you have to open up, your life should come to ease. There is a whole science and technology called yoga, not just twisting and turning, approaching how to handle your body, how to handle your chemistry, how to handle your energies, how to handle your mental fluctuations. If you bring this to a certain level, you are at ease. When you are at ease, if there is this person, that person, animal, devil, whoever comes, you're at ease. You being at ease is most important. Otherwise, you will not experience life the way it is. In agitation, everything is distorted.
In another talk, Sadhguru tells us whether an introvert can be successful or not. Also, he explicitly describes the difference between an introvert and an extrovert. Have a look.
Namaskaram Sadhguru. I am Alina Jacob, a student of third year architecture. My question is, we live in a society where people are where we find people who are extrovert and introvert in nature. So the people who are extrovert, they are confident enough to express themselves, but meanwhile in this competitive world, people who are introvert, will they ever be able to make a stand or mark as good as the way the extroverts do it? And even if they manage to reach somewhere in life, will they continue to be an introvert?
See, the difference between this extrovert or introvert is, or what these two things are is, it's like mistaking your exhalation for inhalation and inhalation for exhalation. There is no such thing as extrovert or introvert. Do not classify people like that. Some people see that they need to act and reach out. Some people see there is not much need for that. Every human being has a right to be whichever way they want. But now the question is, if I am not extrovert, will I be able to do things in the world? That's a main aspect of the question. See, your ability to do things is not because you want to do things. I want to do something is my desire. Desire is just an intention. An intention won't make things happen. An intention will only set direction. Still you have to make the journey, isn't it? So maybe they are not on the Twitter and Facebook and whatever, this doesn't mean they're introvert. They have a life of their own. We should not judge people like this. Now, one important thing, especially because you're artists, you're not in business program or something like that, I think you should look at life like this. You must see how to enhance this one. Enhance this one means not blow up your ego in a big way. Enhance the life that you are. Are you alive? Are you really alive? Or just a bundle of thoughts, emotions, ideas, prejudices, opinions? Most people are just this. Because of that, we make conclusions, this is an introvert, this is an extrovert. Because without conclusion, you can't have a thought. When I say life, I'm talking about the life that you are. I'm not talking about your body, I'm not talking about the structure of your mind, I'm not talking about… See, when people say life, you are supposed to decipher. They could be talking about their home, they could be talking about their relationship, they could be talking about their car or their dog or something. My life means something. I am not talking about that, I am talking about the life that you are. You need conclusions and conclusions and conclusions about everything. Now I need to conclude, this is introvert, this is extrovert. Otherwise my thought every time freaks, okay, who the hell is she? But human faculties are such, I don't have to conclude, I can just look. This moment how she is, that's all that matters. Yesterday how she was, doesn't matter, isn't it? And tomorrow how she's going to be, you have no clue. Do not fix life, either yours or anybody else's. Do not fix it, because what you're calling as human life is a possibility. To make this possibility into your reality, you have to travel a distance. Do you have the courage and the commitment to travel the distance? That's all the question is. It doesn't matter what is your level of intelligence, what is your level of capability, introvert, extrovert, this, that, doesn't matter. Do you have the courage and commitment to make the possibility into your reality? If you are absolutely devoted to the process, depending upon various aspects, something will come out. But now we are interested in the consequence, not in the process. This goal-orientedness, I want to get there, I want to get there. Where the hell do you want to get? No, I want to win the race. See, if you treat life as a race, if you have to win it, you have to get to the finish line soon, isn't it? You want to? Hello? If you get to the finish line ahead of all these people, you won the race. You know what the finish line is? We'll be negotiating where to bury you. So, if you focus, whatever you're doing right now, it doesn't matter what it is. How simple an act you're doing right now, it doesn't matter. If you're absolutely devoted to that you're doing right now, depending upon various aspects, things will unfold. But because of Western influences, we've become too goal-oriented. Goal-oriented means we are interested in the consequence, but we are not interested in the process. If you are not interested in the process, you should not be an artist. Yes? Process is an end in itself, without devotion. I'm specifically using the word devotion because people think devotion means going to the temple, church or mosque. No. Without devotion, either in sport, art, music, spirituality, politics, business, anything, any arena of life, has anybody done anything truly significant without being absolutely devoted to what they're doing? Have they? No. So, particularly being in creative arts, don't ever think of a goal. What should I become? How should I be? What should I create? Don't worry about these things. If you're devoted to the process, something will come out. Something more beautiful than you imagined will happen because you're devoted to the process. Mediocre things you can do. So do not think of art and aesthetics as a way to earn a living. Living will happen. Living will happen. This is what I'm promising people of all professions, no matter what, especially if you're an artist. If you have a problem with bread, you come to me. I will make sure you have a roof and a bread. Only thing I want to see is you're focused on something, I don't care what. I'm making an open-ended offer. Anybody who's worrying about bread, you just come to me. I'll make sure you eat for the rest of your life and you have a place to stay. But I want to see you at least 12 hours a day focused on something, whatever the damn thing is. Nothing came out of your focus, I don't care. But I want to see you focused on something. I can't stand unfocused people, that's all. I won't ask you what you're focused on, but I want to see you focused. Because if a human being stays focused on something, inevitably it'll yield. How can it not yield? The universe will yield to you if you're focused.
These are some of the viewpoints of Sadhguru on being an introvert. He presents interesting points that a person can employ to get the maximum benefit from understanding human nature. He shares the right way to tackle social anxiety and also to use an introverted personality to get maximum benefits with the power of focus. Did you like this video? What other topics from Sadhguru do you want us to cover? Tell us in the comments section. If you'd like to see more videos from us, check out the video showing on the screen. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thanks for watching and supporting your channel.